Hey Cancer, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. We're going to do a reading for the second half of November. These are general readings. Please keep that in mind. If you are interested in a personal reading, I do offer them. You can contact me below in the description box to set up a Zoom call with myself. And thank you so much everybody for your likes, your shares, your comments, contributions to the channel. I appreciate the support. Let's see what are the messages for the sign of Cancer. Second half of November. Let's see. Cancer. Nine of Cups. Queen of Swords. The Death card. There's and the Moon card, the Moon, okay. Got Pisces and Scorpio energy there. I think here, Cancer, you're focusing on what truly is what, like truly what makes you happy, truly what is it that you're looking for within your situation or within your life. And I think you're realizing here that it's almost like you are making conscious decisions, or you are making choices to maybe, draw some boundaries here, or some endings that are taking place. But what I think is also changing for you is an emotional ending. There's a transformation in your emotions, saying, I don't want to. It's like getting real with yourself, or getting real with the situation that you're in right now. And I feel that like you're focusing and you're looking towards, maybe there's a reflection of your past. Maybe there's a reflection that you're saying, I want to be where I was when I was at my happiest point, when I was feeling my best. There may have been a point where you felt so good in life and so happy, and you're reflecting on the things that have maybe changed in your life. I think you're sort of starting to get back to that place of being truthful with yourself and truthful with life. It's kind of, I feel like I said this to another sign, but I'm going to repeat it with you guys, because it's kind of like you're feeling good about yourself. You're in a good place within yourself. This is where you feel like life is good. Now, what are the external or the outside situations in your life that are no longer fitting for you, that don't work for you, that are maybe affecting you? So I feel like there's a bit of an ending, but also an emotional ending, an ending of feeling fearful in something, an ending of feeling maybe down or depressed about something. I feel like you're sort of going through a personal transformation, and you're realizing or saying to yourself and maybe others, you might be saying, you know what, I want to follow my true contentment, my happiness, my wishes, the things that make you feel good. And I think that I'm going to clarify something here, because the Moon card, let me just clarify this beside the Death. I know some people say the term and it's like the ego death, because the ego is also very much, it's a lot of our fears and the things that block us in life, the things that stop us from, or block us, an illusion, so to speak, with the Moon card, about what truly is your contentment, your inner happiness. And I feel that some of you are going through that death of the ego, or death of that place in your life where you're saying, I'm trying to end and be real here with yourself. There's a truth with that Queen of Swords. Let me just get a bit more here. One sec, guys. Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's new beginnings. There's the new beginning. Emotions. Emotional fulfillment. Transformation. There could be an ending of an emotional attachment to maybe a relationship, but I feel here that Ace of Cups is new love. It's a new beginning. And the ego is fear, and the opposite would be love. You're you're ending the things that would once say keep you up at night. Let's say you're ending these things. You're transforming through the things that would keep you from having a settled mind. The things that the ego thoughts, the fearful thoughts, the illusionary thoughts, the things that kept you from having that peaceful mind or that joyful heart or that loving relationship or that loving life, the emotional fulfillment within yourself. So I think a lot of you are realizing like this has to end, that has to end, that person has to go. There's a cleansing here and an ending so that the transformation can take place for you to kind of get back to, it's almost like that ace is starting all over again, coming back to a place of inner joy, inner contentment, inner happiness. And I think some of you are having a little bit of a reflection. It's kind of like we're always growing, we're always changing, we're always evolving. But sometimes when you look back on your life, you say, that was a really good part of my life. Maybe it was 20 years ago or so. You're like, that was a really, really happy, good, I was in a great place. For me, it was 2 or 3 years ago. It was like just a pinnacle, beautiful, joyful, peaceful place. And then things happen, ego gets in the way, or we get caught up in the world, or we get caught up in illusions. And then things start to revisit the old stuff that we don't want. So there's this new beginning for you, Cancer, of focusing on the things that really bring you joy. See, you have this Ace of Cups, which is new beginnings and love. For some of you, it could be a new relationship. But in the Nine of Cups, he's holding that cup. He's holding that Ace of Cups. It's for himself. It's the love for himself, the celebration of love for his life, for the things that make him content, the things that your wishes in your life that make you feel good. So I like this for you, Cancer. There is an ending, an emotional ending. I think that's what I might title this video, an emotional ending and transformation. What once was creating anxiety, fears, illusions, detriment to your well-being, your sleep, anxiety, all that is now showing up as, well, I want to see that from a place of love. Let me replace the fear and the ego thoughts and the things that we think we need or that we're attached to. Let's try to replace that with forgiveness and love and clarity and peace, things like this. Let's see what else. Transformation, change, death card. What's the death? Let's just see here. Clarify more energy around that death card. What is this transformation? What else is changing for the new for Cancer? Death card, please. Let's see. The Page of Wands. Okay, new beginnings, change. Change. I think you're attracting that here as well, Cancer. There could be some new energies. I think that's very much new energies, new changes. They could start small. There could be new people coming into your life, new experiences, new things. It's like it's bringing in the changes that you're experiencing, the transformation here, the change, the end of the old, the new. What else? I just need a bit more there. One sec. Page of Wands. The Two of Swords. So you're really going to start to I think you're clearing the thoughts and the things that make you choose differently, getting clarity on things. The new beginning is erasing that mental confusion or the inability to get clarity, the inability to make decisions. And I think that you're going to actually start to kind of take that mask off or take that veil off and look at things and make choices that are for the best. The changes that are going to come from that, are they going to be positive changes? Are they going to be negative changes? There's a clarity coming in for you around what it is that you may have been at a crossroads in, or your inability to grow from or decide in. Okay, let's move along. Other messages here for the sign of Cancer. Anything around this Ace of Cups? Let's ask about love and relationships. Love and relationships for Cancer. Let's see here. What do we got for love and relationships? The Judgment. Very nice. The Five of Swords in reverse. This is very much a peaceful resolution. This is trying to overcome things. Again, the decisions that you're making, the choices that you're making with the Judgment card, they're going to be very sound decisions. In relationships, I feel like you've resolved any of the conflicts. You've kind of come from a place of putting everything behind you and moving forward, looking for things that are of more of a joyful place, more of a place that offers you clarity. The conflict here that you may have had, some of you may have had conflict in the decisions that you made, and I think that that's a reflection of that Two of Swords as well. So some of you are saying, you know, I may have made some really poor decisions, or I made decisions that put me into very conflictual connections, conflictual situations. They caused a lot of like brain fog, or the clouding up your own mind, clouding up your judgment, so to speak, with the Judgment card. So I think some of you are saying, I see here where I've made some mistakes, or I've had decisions that created stress, conflict, chaos, whatever that may be. And I think you're sort of seeing here that that's no longer something that you're going to be going down. That road is sort of behind you now, Cancer. It's resolving any of the old conflicts in a peaceful way. Again, that Queen of Swords, like when you say no now, you're more adamant about sticking to the decisions that you make. You're saying no, and I am not going back there. I made the decision. I've decided on that. I'm not going to waver. So I think here, when it comes to relationships, Cancer, you're going to be more deliberate and more intentional and make choices that are saying, this is what I'm looking for, or this is what I want, or this is what we have to heal. If you are in a relationship, let's resolve the conflict. I'm not wavering and being compromising in a place that's going to compromise the well-being of yourself or your relationship or what you want. Compromising is going to benefit you, not hinder you. So your compromises are, again, they're coming down to judgment calls and decisions, saying, yes, I can make a decision. I can compromise in that area, but I'm not willing to compromise where I'm going to end up, affecting yourself negatively here. Is there any healing advice or anything else around relationships and love? I think there's new beginnings for you with that Ace of Cups, and the Judgment also with that new beginning, finally closing up and understanding a lot of the things and the choices or decisions that you made. I feel like there's, again, that death of emotions, emotional death here, emotional endings, letting go of things and people you may have kept. It's kind of like you want to move on and you can't get this one individual out of your mind. They continually, your emotions somehow, it's like cutting emotional ties, cutting cords. There could have been an energy where you are just can't get this person or memory out of your mind. The Four of Cups, okay? I think it's a bit of a wait and see game for some of you, especially if you're single. There's a bit of a wait and see here as to when this offer will come in. I think some of you are not necessarily pursuing per se because you have had quite a few disappointments here or letdowns. You might still have a little bit of discouragement. So you're saying, I'm not going to make that decision anymore. I'm going to choose to just stay off the apps maybe, or whatever that may be, because I feel like some of you are saying, well, I was disappointed there, and you're taking risk. It's sort of like, I don't want to walk into another app thinking it's going to be any better, or not to say that they're bad or good, but I'm using it as an example that some of you are saying, you know what, I'm just going to sit and wait for the offer to show up. I'm going to sit back and wait and see what may come your way, rather than choosing and maybe blindly choosing or making poor decisions that are affecting, and you end up in this conflictual situation, whether that's within yourself or within the connection. Four of Cups is like an offer coming forward. It's like you're ready here though, Cancer. I think that you're ready to salute that person when they show up in your life. I think you're ready and you're open for, because there is a bit of an emotional cleansing here. There's an emotional detox. There's an ending of this feeling that maybe things have to be a certain way, or feeling that if you don't have someone, let's say, you're going to be lonely and alone for the rest of your life. You're changing this mindset. You're not going to be lonely and alone and, single for, even if you are, it's sort of sitting here waiting and seeing what is life going to show you, what other things are going to come, or who else may come into your life, because it kind of comes out of nowhere when you see this. That's coming in from nowhere, unexpected, out of the clouds kind of thing. So I think the energy or the advice here, Cancer, is Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is definitely about coming together and working together, cooperating, building the same goal, the same life, the same relationship, somebody that you can form something to grow with and build. But I think you're just taking a bit of a back seat right now, taking a little, taking the easy ride and letting this show up should it be meant for you. I think you're focusing more so on the transformation and the change that is for you in your life. I think you're focusing more on your own personal journey, your own personal emotional changes and growth. Because I think it gives you an opportunity right now, Cancer, to really think about the decisions in your life that you need to make for yourself. Whether that's personal, work-related, friendships, things, because there are changes going on with that Death card, with the Page of Wands. There are new changes for the better. And I think it's giving you an opportunity to think about the things that you would like to change about your life, and what are the things on the outside, because I think that there is this good feeling at the end here where you're experiencing a refound or a new place of joy and excitement, things like that. But I think you're kind of doing a bit of an inventory check on the outside reflection of your world and saying, you know what, that's just not working for me, or that person isn't working for me, or that scenario, or that job, or that social setting, or that social life, whatever that is. So I think that's what you're kind of evaluating, doing a little bit of an inventory check on yourself, but you're open. I think you're open to new love. I think you're definitely open to receiving that, because you've done the closure, so to speak, the judgment. You've closed off conflict or resolved things that were still lingering around, that were unsettled. Okay. It's not the most exciting at this time. I'm not going to lie here, Cancer. This is not profound, new energy towards love and relationships. But I think it's kind of like, I know what I want, and I've made my decisions, and I've cleared my past, and now I know. You've learned lessons in this. You've learned lessons in this, and say, you know what, should that person come back to you, or that person come back to you in another form, in another version, you're going to say, I'm not making that exception anymore. I've learned that from that person. You might have that happens where life keeps repeating a lesson and showing up. It's like the same behavior, because we can attract the same person over and over and over, but in different people, in different versions. And we don't listen, or we don't learn. We have to do it again and again and again. So I think that's the thing for you guys in relationships right now, is like, sit back and see, so that you can actually observe and assess when a person or when an opportunity comes your way. Say, you know what, I'm picking up, or I'm seeing things that I already made poor decisions on, and I know now to say yes or to say no. It's that kind of thing that I'm feeling for you guys. Take flight is what I'm getting. I don't know what that means. Take flight. It's like you're rising above. Okay, messages for Cancer. 20 minutes almost. What is the wisdom of the birds message here? The Falcon, the light bearer. Golden messages reach you. Be ready for personal accomplishment. That's that golden messages is this Page of Wands. The messages, the energy, the changes that come to you, those are messengers. So there's it's like golden teachers, that's a mushroom. Anyways, I don't know why that came in. Maybe some of you are working with psilocybin, maybe golden teachers. I said golden teachers, and it's golden messages. So that could be a very specific message that some of you are maybe working with microdosing or psilocybin experiences with plant medicines. But the golden messages are reaching you. Be ready for personal accomplishment. That's exactly why some of you may be in very healthy relationships, and that's great. But for the people who are waiting or looking, it's personal accomplishment right now. And that's why I think at this time, you're sitting back when it comes to pursuit. Let's see what the Falcon has to say for you. Very strong bird here. I like this. Death defying. The Falcon plunges into your energy field to hunt the demons within. Falcon does not shy away from darkness. With skill and intelligence, Falcon faces its opponent. Its efforts bring the truth to light and open your eyes. Falcon leaves it up to you to decide what to do. Bringing you hope and many new impulses, this bird connects you with the great forces of the universe, whispering the golden messages of the upper world in your ear. Falcon equips you with perfect inner guidance in all matters. Faithfully at your side, Falcon's impulsive agility and alertness provide you with a reliable overview of your situation. Use this foresight and spring into action quickly and elegantly like the Falcon. Falcon calls you to pick up the thread of your life, and it helps you to connect it with the other world. Listen to Falcon's call to free yourself from dependencies and to balance your feminine and masculine parts. Again, I just want to mention here, the Falcon does not shy away from the darkness. And I think that's that dark night of the soul, the death with the moon. You're going to face your fears. You're emotionally dealing with facing the things that the ego self, the ego death. You're working on this energy and facing that. The magic feather message, my Falcon robe is the ancient shaman robe of the Celtic and Germanic tribes. It is endowed on the spiritual plane and takes its wearer everywhere, being invisible. With the beat of my golden yellow wing, I connect ancient knowledge from Avalon with the realm of the fairies, who guide destiny from the upper world. A Falcon amulet can bring you unexpected luck and fulfill wishes. I carry the golden elixir of life and show you the easy flight. Didn't I say take flight earlier? Standing in the air against the wind, I teach you strength of nerve, speed, and lightness. On russet wings, we can fly side by side beyond space and time into infinity. I also love that message, guys, because I did hear take flight. But I think the take flight is these decisions that you're making it's leaving it up to you to make all the decisions. And I think it's nice that taking flight side by side with that person, that potential love or partnership that comes in, where you're flying side by side with each other. You're in tandem. More meanings. Get an overview of and assess your life. I also used that in your reading, was assessing your life, assessing relationships. The sun rune Savilo is assigned to Falcon. Power of transformation. Take your spiritual power back. Acquaint yourself with your abilities, which go far beyond your everyday powers. Wield the sword of truth in the light of the sun, and you are chosen, Cancer. Your affirmation: I keep my energy field pure and allow myself to act swiftly, purposefully, and with clarity. And that is exactly Two of Swords. When I was saying, like, you're getting the veil, the mask taken off. You are responding with judgment and the Two of Swords very quickly, very knowing now that you can make an answer, you can make a decision. The Queen of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Judgment. That is somebody who knows themselves so well that it's a yes or no. You could ask a question to somebody who knows themselves well, and they can answer it very quickly because they're very in tune with who they are. And I think that's something that you're focusing on, that you're attaining for yourself, Cancer. You're going through this beautiful transformation and ending of these emotions and things that are not serving you, because you're getting clear on yourself. And that's what's going to welcome you the positive changes, the positive messages that are coming into your life, these people, these messages, these cues that are coming in. And to reiterate that assessing of a situation, you can sit and assess and take inventory on your own life. It helps you to be clear of who and what you are and who and what you want when it comes to a relationship. So Cancer, it's been a pleasure reading for you. Thank you so much for all of your support, guys. I appreciate that. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.